Hey, this is the World Advice Channel 2. What I want to talk about today is the truth about the Oliver Tree tragedy. So before I get started with this video, I just want to make it clear for the people who are watching this video is more about a moral of the story that people need to learn from this tragedy that just recently happened with Oliver Tree, who is a popular musician slash rapper slash comedian who is on YouTube, that people can learn from it and take with them for their life so they don't make this particular mistake. So I just want to make it clear that's what the point of this video is. It's a message for people to learn a life lesson from. So if you're interested in knowing the specific details about like the helicopter crash, like what caused it, or if there's some conspiracy or something that is the reason why the situation happened, like maybe some business people want him dead, or of course maybe the conspiracy theory the Jews were responsible, or the government, whatever, this is not the video for you. So click on another video that of course can answer your questions for anything deeper you want to know about this, okay? This video is more about a life lesson to learn from a specific situation, okay? So I just want to make that clear so you do not waste your time watching this video if that's exactly what you're looking for, okay? So now that I've mentioned that, let's get into the point of what the lesson is for the video, okay? And what the lesson is for the video, this Oliver Tree tragedy that happened where he died in a helicopter crash in Brazil. The truth of the matter is, the lesson is to learn is that money is not everything, okay? And don't get it twisted though. I'm not saying money is not important and does not make our lives better, let alone happier, because obviously money can influence happiness. The point is that you should not let money be the only thing that defines your very purpose, okay, in life, okay? So that's the lesson that there is to learn from the situation, okay? And that is what I'm going to be getting into this video, because the truth is a lot of people in life, okay, to be specifically honest with you, I'm not saying Oliver Tree, I don't think Oliver Tree is this type of person, but his story is still a lesson that there is to learn, that you can learn from, you know, in honesty, which is that, like I was saying before, in life, a lot of people just seem to think that the only thing that matters in life is money, and they're willing to stoop to any low imaginable and beyond to get as much money, okay? Specifically, when it relates to things like politics and business particularly, you see people stoop to the most extreme lows because they think that through getting a lot of money, they're going to be happier, okay? But the truth of the matter is, to be quite blunt and honest with you, when it comes to a particular topic of actually living a happy, good life and everything's perfect and so on and so forth, the truth is, okay, you don't know what's going to happen the next day, okay? Because as we all know, the situation that happened with Oliver Tree completely caught everybody off guard, okay? It was just completely off guard, as well as not just his situation, but a lot of celebrities, okay? And these people, it seemed their life was perfect, okay? They had a lot of fans who knew who they were. They thought alongside that, you know, some of them actually believed they were pretty much invincible. Everything was going to go their way. They had a lot of money. They could get anything they want. They could travel anywhere in the world, whenever they want. Life literally to them literally felt like every day was a vacation, okay? To be quite blunt and honest with you, it was perfect. Not like, of course, those people who say that, oh, you know, the Illuminati gives people who are successful crappy deals. Yes, they do sometimes, at least if they exist, but that's more because those people are ignorant. But for the most part, a lot of people who are successful actually do have a lot of money, and they are able to live very enjoyable lives. And it seems like they're invincible. Everyone likes them, always says positive things about them, and it seems like it's perfect for them, okay? And specifically when it comes to the arena of politics and of course business, specifically politics, which is part of this channel, there's a lot of people who feel that the same way. They're famous, they have a lot of money, they can travel anywhere in the world they want to, blah, 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 blah. You know, despite the evil things that they do, you know, a lot of these politicians and business people specifically do to people, they think that life is perfect to them, okay, until that day comes where, you know, they die, just like Oliver Tree, okay? Am I saying he's a bad person? Like I said before, no, I don't think he's a bad person. I don't think he hurt anyone, but his situation shows that you can have everything you want, and in just a day, for whatever reason, you don't even know what it could be. You could even just be bad weather, just a really dumb person, whatever. It could be the whole 9 yards. You could be dead. You can literally have everything. You could die, you know? So the point I'm trying to make for this video, the specific point I'm trying to make for this video is, why be willing to do things where you sell yourself out and do things that can make people not only hate you, but make a lot of people's lives miserable. Where, of course, you know, where even if you have a lot of money and stuff, as a result of making a lot of people's lives living hell, where you don't even know if you're going to die the next day. Because the truth of the matter is, even if you have all the money and power in the world, you can still die at any time, okay? It could be anything from maybe having lackluster security and someone who wants to rob you some way, somehow manages to get in the area and manages to attack you and kill you. It could be a plane crash, it could be a car crash, any of that stuff. You might think you have all the money in the world and your life is perfect, and it might actually be perfectly happy with all the stuff you have, but in just the next day, you're dead, okay? Besides, in the end of the day, when you die, you can't take the money with you, to be quite blunt honest. You can't take it with you. And also remember, in the end of the day, you don't know where you're going when you die as well, to be honest with you, okay? Because the truth of the matter is, the consciousness, aka the soul, is energy, okay? And everything that exists in the universe, as anyone who knows anything about quantum physics, let alone basic science, is made up of energy. And energy never completely goes away in any way, shape, or form, no matter how you look at it, okay? It never goes away. Even the atoms that make me up right now, no matter how much you try to destroy it in any way, shape, or form, let alone for anyone in the world, it's always going to exist. These atoms that make me up as a human have literally existed since the dawn of the universe. It just obviously over time transitioned from one thing to another to another to another to make me, let alone any human being who exists in the world, okay? And when it comes to the consciousness, if there is a soul, which most likely there probably is a soul, guess what? That's never going to go away too. It's energy, and energy never goes away. If you look at basic quantum physics and all that stuff, energy never goes away. It always exists, and it never truly disappears, okay? That's the truth about life, okay? So when you are dead and gone, to think that some way, somehow, if you have a consciousness, if there's a soul technically, that some way, somehow you're not going to go somewhere else, like whether it could be an afterlife or something, is very far-fetched. Because if it's energy, and as I said, energy never goes away, it has to go somewhere. And obviously, if you're not a good person, it's not going to go somewhere nice. That's the truth of the matter. So, truth be told, to think that you had all this money in the world, all this stuff, and now you're going to go to a place that's going to fucking suck ass, in other words, aka hell in one way or the other, you know, whether it could be the Christian interpretation or more likely from the Gnostic perspective, because I am agnostic, just a very unpleasant place that's meant to make sure that there's order and balance in the universe, where bad people go to, you know, to kind of make sure that there's order in the universe, you know, in other words, there's justice, which is not a very pleasant place either, you know, no matter how you look at it. The truth is, if you have a soul, okay, a consciousness, and you die, and you weren't a good person, they're obviously not going to put you, in all honesty, in a very good place, you know, because obviously you don't deserve it, you know, and it gives the impression that people can do whatever the fuck they want to do in the universe, and there's no consequences to it, okay? So in short, to answer your question, you're not going to go someplace nice. And I think that you had all this money one day, and next day, for all you know, you're heading to a place that fucking sucks dick, and you might never truly get out of it. Doesn't seem like a very good deal to me, in all honesty, when you look at it, okay? So to sum things up, the lesson that there is to learn from this particular situation is that having all the money and success in the world does not mean everything. You don't know where you're going to go after you die, okay? And you could die any day. There's no such thing as, oh, it's a guarantee nothing bad is going to happen, okay? Besides, at the end of the day, even if the world is controlled by a satanic elite known as the Illuminati or something, you know, like all the people who are powerful and successful really do worship the devil, okay? As we all know, the devil plays fucking dirty, okay? I don't even believe in the devil because I'm agnostic, but even still, he plays dirty, and everything he says is meant to be in a way where you could say one thing but mean something completely different, okay? And in the end of the day, you can work with him and all that type of stuff, and one moment he might say something and you interpret a certain way, but it meant something else, and it literally meant, oh shit, I'm gonna die soon, you know? So it brings up the question of, why do you even want to be a politician or a business person, specifically, of course, a politician who fucks people over when you don't know where you're gonna die, when you're gonna die, in honesty. And specifically when you take into consideration as well, if you're a crappy politician, after you die, people can still make your life miserable, okay? Because they can talk all these negative comments about you, saying, "Oh, you're this, you're that. I'm so glad you're dead. Burn in hell." Can you imagine being someone who just died, or especially in a terrible, tragic way, and now you're consciously awake in the afterlife, and you're seeing all these people online talk all this shit about you? That doesn't sound very fun to me. So, in short, to sum things up, this is why it's good for people to be good people, specifically if you're in the realm of politics, because no matter how much riches and money you have, you don't know what's going to happen the next day. And that next day might be your last. And then you can't take back all the messed up things that you did. Okay? And that's the truth. So anyway, this is my video. This is all to say. Simply put, if you like this video and videos like this, remember to thumbs this video up and the subscribe button. And simply put, I'm out. So bye.